Hey gang, I'm chilling at the bike shop, getting ready to unload some bikes. Brought all the nice ones today. These are all good bikes, potentially speaking. Okay, there's a couple of parts bikes in there, maybe, but for the most part, not so much. So, just to show you guys what's going on, this is my bike rack that I got built. Well, I built it myself. You know, I'm kind of going with the wood theme here. We got wood in the walls and on the ceiling and on the trim everywhere. So why not make a wooden bike rack? So I just hacked this together out of 2x4s, out of just called lumber. I paid 20 cents a linear foot for this wood. And it works great. It holds 26 bikes, mostly mountain bikes, but there are a few narrow slots for road bikes too, and you know, or gravel bikes maybe. And it's actually starting to look a little bit more like a bike shop now, even though it's a crude bike shop. It's coming together here. Got lots of bikes in here already. I'm about to pack another dozen or so in here from the back of my truck. I have been doing a little bit of business. We've got the wash station kind of half set up here. I've just kind of lined it with some plastic to keep the water from soaking into the wood. And I've got Kills primer painted all over the surface in preparation for tile. I'm going to get some cement board to create a backsplash here 3 feet high above the counter, so I can just put a bike in here. And I've also got this little fork mount here, so I can mount a set of forks and the bike can just span across there and I can just spray it. This faucet's going to go and going to get replaced with a wall mount faucet, maybe even like an actual shower. Depends on what I can find. But I want to be able to fill, you know, the bucket with Purple Power and water, and that's where I soak parts and do all of the actual washing, and that's going to end up here too. I've got an actual parts wash tank that can sit. I don't know where I'm going to put it though. That's the problem. I might have to have another little place like right here. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Right now it's just kind of on the floor right there. But that will also fit in here too, so I can leave the bucket in the sink and then just rinse everything on the countertops. But right now I'm just doing everything on the floor, and then putting everything up here to get rinsed, and then when I dry it off I take it over to the work stand and blast it with compressed air. So you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. This is a bike that I'm rebuilding right now. It's just a little department store comfort bike, but you can see that it does a good job. The Purple Power really is pretty good detergent when it comes to degreasing anything. I like Simple Green a little better, but this stuff I think is a little bit more powerful. I've got all the components laying here on the bench. These haven't been lubricated yet, but they were air dried within minutes after being rinsed, so no chance of rust buildup overnight anyway. Had a couple bearings fall out. I'll have to replace those. Actually, one of the bearings was flat, so that was going to cause problems. I'm glad that it fell out and I discovered it. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. We got more bikes in here. There's a pile of bikes in here. That these are all good bikes. All of these are name brand bikes, really nice frames for the most part. There's a couple of parts bikes in here, but no crap in this room, no garbage in this room. This is the quality bike rebuild room. Everything in here is awesome. All of these are project bikes, except for maybe a couple of frames that I'm going to rob parts from. More bikes. Air compressor, paint closets. That's going to get closed up eventually here, but I don't, you know, it's just kind of a storage utility area right now. In this one we got more bikes, just miscellaneous crap. This is ultimately going to be the workroom, like the back shop, like the fab shop. Like if somebody needs repainting, if somebody needs grinding or stretching of frames, involving any kind of fabrication. That's going to all happen in here, and it's probably not going to get set up for a couple of months. It's just going to be storage for stuff. So there's some department store bikes in here, and there's some good bikes in here. There's the Dr. Pepper bike, which we're going to get working on here eventually. A couple of Trek frames there in the back to work on. And yeah, got to be able to get through here though. I'm going to have to organize this. I think I'm going to have to put another bike hanger, maybe running across that part of the ceiling, and then hang bikes in front of the window there. That'd be kind of cool. These curtains I think are going to have to go, but I want to put up some kind of tinting or something, because I have signage that's clear, but you can't really see the white against the white. Somebody's actually calling me. Who's this? Hold on, guys. Sorry, had a customer. That's cool though, making some money already. My first actual sale since I've been in here doing some work and stuff. Got my open sign on. Got some cool stuff in yesterday. I got my wheel truing stand in. Looks like it needs a little calibration, but no problem. Or maybe I just need to flip this hub around. Do it like that. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Still needs a little bit of calibrating, but I got to fix this axle here. It's all chewed up here. The threads are pretty much toast on it, so it's not doing them much good, but nice wheel otherwise. That's here just in time. But yeah, need a little bit of calibrating here. It's off about 1/4 of an inch or so. Needs to slide over. It's probably pretty close. It's easy to do. Just unbolt those pins and slide it over however far you need to slide it. I hope I can go. It looks like I have about that much to go. We'll just have to see how it works here, you know. But yeah, you can definitely see that it's off center just a little bit, so you know, we'll have to get that part fixed. No worries though. So anyway, got ourselves a little stack of parts here. Got a grip of tubes in. It's like $200 or $300 worth of tubes. Right there is a huge part of my thing. And then I got these crazy thorn resistant tubes, which are massive. I can't imagine that they got to be heavy. They just got to be super crazy heavy, or they're filled with slime or something like that. So I don't know. These all say e-waste. I think that's an e-waste symbol for e-waste right there. So you can take these to recycling centers, and they should be able to take it for you, same as any other type of bike parts. But it's actually starting to look a little more like a bike shop. So I'm just here unloading some bikes, which I've already taken care of for the day. And I got to get out of here and go do some landscaping and make some money. Bike shop isn't exactly profitable at this point. I'm making a little bit of money, but I'm young bicycle shop. So anyway, there's what the sales floor looks like now. I just unloaded a bunch more bikes here, so it actually looks pretty good. That's kind of what I envisioned, was just having a room stacked full of bikes, and I'll have a shelf back here with more bikes, and there'll be bikes hanging on the wall up here. So it's going to be pretty cool, and I'll probably have more stuff here. I'll probably put up some shelves, another pegboard here to have some parts, some new parts and stuff available over on here. More bikes, but this will actually have to be a walk area, so I'll only be able to put something in the corner. This table will probably end up in the corner with this stuff here. I'll have some books and a little area for mountain biking history, and you know, how it all started, and maybe, I don't know, there'll be lots of stuff. But we're gonna need space, like crazy space. We'll just have to see what happens here. 1,000 square feet is not that much when you're starting to store bike stuff. So as I move along here, I'm gonna have to make use and better and more efficient use of the space in here. Otherwise, it's gonna fill up fast. But this is pretty much all of my good bikes now. Like every bike that I really want to work on and have on the sales floor is here now, including these. Now some of these are parts bikes. I haven't gone through them all yet. But that and the bikes in the back are pretty much everything I need here. And this is probably only about half, if that, of everything I have. I still have a gang of bikes back at my house at the homestead. But I think I'm going to have to leave them there until I make room. I got to go through these here. I can organize this room. I can hang a bunch of bikes up on a rack up there on the ceiling. Looks like they already have anchors for me. But I'll want to get into the studs because I'm putting a lot of weight on those. Like here on that rack up there, which is holding all these bikes, all of the screws are directly in the studs. Went and spent the money on a stud finder because the one I had was like cheap and didn't work that good, so I needed a better one. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and move on with my day, close this place up for the day, and we'll catch you guys later. Peace.